We're going to take a look at a couple chip stocks in here on the weekly charts, but first we're going to take a look at AMD. Right now, we adjusted our overall structure in here, so our low point for this lower trend line is now coming at that low that came in a couple weeks ago. So this lower trend line is going to be our new major support that we're looking for a bounce off of until the chart tells us otherwise. That low point is going to be coming. It looks like for the week, it's going to be right around that 192 area. So look for there to be a bounce. If not, then you're going to be focusing on this 184 mark or this 50-day SMA, which is trading at 176. To the upside for our resistance, since we are basically flat in here, we're only up around $3 and some change from last week's close. Resistance-wise, we're looking up here at this major 202 level and the 204 level. So it's not really that 200 psych level. Obviously, that carries a lot of weight, but usually when we have major psych levels like 200, 100, things like that, we tend to overshoot and then pull back. So look for that 202 and those 204s to be a little bit of a resistance for us to kind of go up, bounce our head, kind of pull back, go up even higher, pull back, etc. So that's what we're looking for on the resistance side. Anything outside of there, nothing should be stopping us until we get up here into the 220s, but we're going to have to wait and see. Between the 204 and those 220s, you can see that that was a channel that we were stuck in for almost 3 months at the end of last year. So if we do end up breaching that 204 and holding, look for an area to, or look for some time in here to get up to those 220s and eventually breach those 220s, right? So that's what we're kind of looking for overall on AMD in here. We're also going to take a look at NVIDIA since we are in our chip stocks here. And then, so kind of different story, right? So AMD, you had a little bit more volatility. Your IV rank was at 30. AMD, you have a $9 expected move by Friday. Next Friday, right around 14 bucks. And you can see that overall on AMD, we were trading near the bottom of those Bollinger Bands. Whereas for NVIDIA, the Bollinger Bands are super tight. So if you go all the way back in here to the end of last year, look how much separation you're getting between your 50-day SMA, your 9-day EMA. You actually had an outside move here with the stock price and your Bollinger Bands. Just everything was super separated and expanded. And look how tight we've been this whole year. So something's got to give. You can see a lot of consolidation in between this. Basically, it's 195 and this 173 channel. Everything's getting tight. 9-day EMA is getting closer to this 50-day SMA. Everything is getting tighter and tighter in here. So we're going to get a squeeze either up or down. The question is when, and then how quickly are we going to get a move to the upside or downside in here. Overall on the day, we're trading in the 183s. We're up basically almost 2% on the day. Going forward, we are looking at this white line right here, 183.88. That's going to be our first major resistance. Anything outside of there, we're basically pointing towards this 195 as our next big resistance. To the downside in here, if we do not breach and hold that 183, then we're looking back down here at the 173, and then this 50-day SMA should save us. That's currently trading at 168. Your IV in here, as we mentioned before, has less than AMD, because we mentioned AMD has a little bit more IV. NVIDIA IV rank is only sitting about 14. You have a $7 expected move by this Friday. Next Friday, only about 10 bucks. So a little bit less volatility in here, a little bit more consolidation. Everything's tightening up in here. Something's got to give, whereas AMD has already kind of made the move and already expanded. So basically two stocks in the same sector, a little bit of a divergence in between both into how they are moving and what they just did for the year so far. But let's look and see how they start to correlate again and then correlate with the overall markets going forward. And then we're going to see what kind of moves we are going to get in NVIDIA, and then if we're going to get sympathy plays from AMD or vice versa. So let's see what happens throughout the end of the weekend here with NVIDIA and AMD. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.